Bye.
Feels like heaven. It's great, that song, isn't it?
Feels like heaven tonight. We got your dream team in the studio. It's perfect, isn't it? So this is the Incredible Sunday Night Show. Here with me, Polly Brennan and Glenda, our wonderful Glenda Devlin, and Laura Pearman.
Hey.
She's in the house. She is in the house. So we've been talking about all sorts of good stuff. It's all going to be on YouTube for you to listen to later. And we're going to hear a wee bit more. Laura, I'm not going to, if you missed it, you just have to go back and listen in. We're not going over it again. I would really love to ask you, are we going to do some shout outs first actually? Are we going to do them after, Glenda? Shall we?
Whatever.
I'll tell you what, we'll come back to them.
We'll come back because we've
got
a whole host of requests coming up.
We've got requests and people we want to shout out to.
So
we'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I want to come back to the part about you, Laura, which is about how you share your wisdom as a lecturer in photography. So tell us where you are doing that.
Yeah, so I'm a photography learning practitioner and I'm currently doing a qualification, and I've just been finishing a dissertation actually to become fully qualified in that. But I've been doing that getting on for 3 years now. I work with the incredible students at Sunderland College. And I'm doing photography. I do a lot of mindset stuff. We talk about a lot of crazy things, creative things you can imagine. Have a great team of staff there in the creative arts department. Sunderland College, though, if you didn't know, is part of a wider group called the Education Partnership Northeast. Now, you know Kirkley Hall in Northumberland, that is part of the same group. So there might be people listening thinking, oh, well, Sunderland's miles away from me. That is still part of like where I work, which is great for collaboration. So if I have a student who wants to do a photo shoot involving horses, I can really make that happen.
That's really
Get in touch with a colleague in Kirkley Hall.
Well, I really love that. We'll talk more about other things that you do, but I love that we've got one of your students here, Aidan. In like 2 sentences, can you come and tell us how awesome is Laura at lecturing you? What's your experience?
From my perspective, it's really she's really personable, really very easy to manage with. You can very easily get along with Laura. She's brilliant at that part, and she's good at getting the connections that you need as an industry practitioner and trying to build your connections and your network as a person in the industry. And it's really hard, especially photography, to get into the industry. It's not something that just happens overnight. You have to ask people, you have to keep messaging people, you have to keep pushing yourself through it, and Laura helps build the connections because she's already got people in the industry who know certain people.
Laura's a super connector,
Yeah,
and I love that she uses that to help you, Aidan, and other students. Thank you for that.
Thanks, that was really
I just
good.
thought we'd bring you into the show So big shout out to the work you do and to Sunderland College. But moving on to you, we got dead excited at the beginning, didn't we? When we were Glenda, we were reading your bio, going, saxophone, and Sydney, and travelling, and secret dreams, and showgirls, and tell it. Right, so I don't know where to start. Do you have a burning question about that at the minute?
Yeah. What's the best thing you've done? Because you've had, had all these jobs.
Don't make us choose, Glenda.
Even the best 2 things.
Well, I definitely think that there is a lot of power in travel. Like the restorative power of travel is something that people in cocktail parties say, right? But I think if it's something that you're thinking about, or if any of the students at college come and say, look, I'm thinking about this, but I'm not sure, I always encourage them, just get a backpack, get out and figure it out, and you'll find the answers there. Some of my best friends in life are people that I've met on the road, and we've been through life together, up until this point, but we had crazy times, like in crazy cities doing crazy things.
Crazy things happen.
Yeah, weird things happen. Yeah. You learn a lot about humanity, and you learn a lot about yourself, like your ability to solve a problem, because it's just you. I was backpacking before you could have a mobile phone. I didn't have a phone. I didn't have the internet. And
we didn't have these resources.
You just figured it out. Yeah, you had to go and speak to someone to answer, to figure it out.
And you actually you really had to learn how to read a map.
Yes.
Guys, guess what? If you're under 30, we used to have real things called maps, and they were made of paper. And they're really quite hard to read, but it was a really great skill to
and
have.
working out what junction you had to come
Oh.
off if you were driving.
Driving a car
Okay.
with
And
a map.
I would have the list written down of like, come on, you know,
Go
on the
left,
M6
take the
going,
steps.
yeah, and it's
Yes.
like come off a junction, whatever, and head towards it.
Yes. But you know, I had a conversation with you years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but
Oh.
it's really influenced me as a parent, right? So,
Oh, okay.
so I'm parenting 3 girls who I've brought them up to be really independent and adventurous, and they are proud of their independence and their adventurousness. And the best piece of advice was, you can always have, I don't know if you remember this, always have a $50 bill on you. Because if you're anywhere in the world, no matter what situation you're in,
Yes.
you can get out of any situation with a $50 bill down your bra.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
just
true.
emergency. It's about having
American
emergency
currency, yeah.
money, and American currency can get you a long way if you're
Really?
just
I
in a
can't
really.
believe I gave you that
You
advice.
did,
That's
Tom.
really
I
good
wrote
advice.
it down. I was like, honestly, I'm like, kids, there's so many things I could tell you apart from wear sunscreen. Just
Have a
get that
$50
$50 bill, get it down your bra. It'll get you through anything, any situations.
Yeah, it's true.
You're like, you know, you can
I
talk your
stand
way
by
out of a lot
that
of things.
advice.
So there we go.
Have you got any examples?
Oh, what, like hairy things on the road that
Yeah,
happened?
like when you used
Hairy,
the $50
scaly.
bill.
Anything you can repeat.
I'm trying. Yeah, so my first backpacking trip was with an ex-boyfriend. I'm not going to give him a shout out. I was
You
in,
know who you are.
yeah.
You're lost. Just saying.
I was in Southeast Asia, and we were in Cambodia, right? And he was doing the thing that most guys do when they're backpacking. He wanted to grow a beard and grow his hair, so he looked like, you know, a washed up wreck when he got home. And he needed shampoo, right, for his hair, but he didn't have the energy to go and find the shampoo. And we'd been out to Angkor Wat, going around these
Fabulous,
Wats all
isn't
day.
it?
It was gorgeous. But you come back in the midday heat to have a break, and then you go back out for like a sunset one. So he's like, I need this shampoo. So I was like, it's fine, I'll go and get you a shampoo. So I took some cash on my own and went outside. And where we were staying, there was like a market square. So there's me walking around, and they had like everything and nothing in this place. And I was like, shampoo, and I'm like doing all the motions for like washing the hair. And a lady came and held my hand, and she was like, I'll help. And she took me, and there was a whole like hairdressing quarter of this market. And I was like, no, I don't need you to wash my hair. I'm like, I just like the bottle of shampoo. Anyway, I figured out the shampoo, and then she was like, I tell you your fortune. And I was like, all right, okay, great. I was like now? I thought, well, I'm not doing anything. He's having a nap. I've got the shampoo. Let's do it. So then she was like, okay, let's go. So then she pulled me, and there was a guy waiting on a scooter, and she's like, okay, jump on. So there's me, this bloke driving, and her on the back of a tiny little 50cc scooter, like on the motorway. And I was like, what on earth have I just done? I'm like, this is it. This is where I die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got no idea. Back in the hotel, like, where am I? He thinks I'm in the market. I've got maybe my $50 bill, but that's it. And we're driving. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know where we're going.
Yeah.
So we rocked up at this house, and there was like 3 or 4 old ladies, like all sitting out on this veranda, like having tea and sewing and stuff. And they were like, okay, put down $1 and we'll tell you the fortune. And they had a deck of cards, like normal playing cards, and you had to split the cards and read the cards. And then one would tell one, like, who was doing the reading, and then it would get passed down. And then the lady who'd taken me on the scooter would tell me what she had said. And funnily enough, some of the things that they said did actually come true. It was totally fine. I got a lift back to the hotel. Everything was great. He wasn't on the wise. I came back, I was like, oh, you took a while getting that shampoo. And I'm like, well, you have no idea what's just happened to me.
That is a great story
Oh,
for the pub,
wow.
but thank God.
Wow.
Gosh.
It could have gone
Do
a
you know
lot
what?
different.
We could dedicate a whole show
Oh,
to things that have happened, because I've got
On the
so
road.
many. I don't know how I'm still alive. The things that have happened, I wouldn't tell my kids half of the things that happened to me because I'm just like, I'm gonna wait till I'm so old I'll never believed I could have made such stupid decisions. But anyway, enough about me.
They were experiences, Polly.
yes,
Experience-
powerful.
well, they actually
Powerful
were. It was like
experiences.
the lessons and wisdoms were don't do that.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah.
But